Hello, people. We are back for another episode of Bigsixbants. Of course, I'm not wearing my hat. Of course, my hair looks horrible. You guys don't need to remind me. I understand. But yeah, I've just come off of 3 straight streams. I had football before this. I'm still in my football stuff, hence the Under Armour. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. I'm the Under Armour guy. But it was raining today. But listen, we're back for another episode of Bigsixbants. It is the Liverpool calling show, as promised, on a Monday. And I'm joined by my co-stars, of course, Kmack, Ram, and G. Obviously, guys, big up yourselves. How are you guys doing today?
We're good, bro. We're good.
Good. I've been busy as well. Stream to stream.
Can
you guys hear me well, by the way?
We can hear you, bro.
Yeah. Loud and clear, man.
Good.
But listen, first things first, people. If you are watching this back, if you are watching this live, whether you're watching in another country, whether you're watching this local, whether you're watching this on your phone and you're in bed, and your parents are saying you should be in bed, but secretly you're a Bigsixbants fan and you're watching it in bed and that, listen, hit that like button. Of course, you guys did hit 500 likes for the last Liverpool show with James, with Kopish, and with Sam. So again, I'm going to be trying to bring that show to you this Friday, but smash that like button. For the like goal today, I'm not going to lie, I'm thinking 150.
250.
I was saying 150. I was saying 150.
Nah, Monts, I'm looking at how many people are on here right now. There's about 150 people. We can get to 250 by the end of this end of the stream, man.
I know. I was just thinking 150. I was saying, hey, let's say 175. And yeah, let's say 175. Yeah, and if we do get to 250, we'll run this back up next week. That's what we're gonna do from now. We'll run it back up.
Hear what I'm saying, yeah? It's 11:22 p.m. Hear what I'm saying? The man not see 200 likes. We're not seeing this next week. So let me see 200 likes for my boy Monts, man.
G coming up with chance, man. 100%.
You heard the
We've got faith in them. We've got faith. Hit that like.
So also as well, that is a question to the chat. So you know when we do the like goals, everyone in the chat, make sure that you slap the like button. Make sure you guys give us like suggestions as well. I want to see how many likes you think you guys can reach. You know what I'm saying? But listen, big up the Bigsixbants chat. We're also very close to 4,900 subs. I know it feels like this whole 4.879, all this is coming really quick. Listen, hey, that's due to you lot. You lot are doing a mad thing and subscribing and hitting the likes, and the channel is growing. So yeah, every other week, the slider is changing. But we are 22 subscribers away from 4,900 subs. We are 122 subs away from 5K. You know what I'm saying? So people, you know what to do, man. Keep supporting, smash a like and all that good stuff. We are here to talk hella Liverpool stuff, though, man. Jordan Henderson, of course, is the main talking point today. Curtis Jones is something we're going to be talking about as well. And just a little bit about, looking into our pre-season and what we might see from Liverpool. So listen, people, stay tuned. Stay here. This is the intro. It is a bit longer than usual. But big up my people. And this is also a call-in show. So, at 100 likes, I will open the lines. And you guys can come and kick it with us. What could be better? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yes, sir.
Probably a lot of things. But listen, what could be better? Pretend with me. People,
yeah.
Pretend with me. So, listen, let's check the chat and then let's get started, man. We've already got a super chat already. Big up Jason McNeil. Let's start off on a positive. Good evening, guys. Big up Jason McNeil. Thank you very much for the early £5 super chat, my brother. And I appreciate your support, man. Big up yourself. Big up Jay Kismet in the house. Big up Ascar as well. Says Reece James is clear and Gerrard slipped. I selected that comment, on purpose. But big up yourself, bro. Listen, you're on a Liverpool stream. You're in enemy territory, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big up KLFC. Big up Klopp's hamstring. Big up Daniel Joy. Just big up my boy Monts. Big up.
My man's lucky it's 11 o'clock, man. He's lucky it's 11.
I feel like we need to start having some rules. If you haven't won the Premier League once in the last 5 years, then don't come on the stream or Saturday. I don't know, man.
Yeah, bro. James ain't won the Premier League, bro. So like he ain't won it all.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, hey, you big up Greasy.
Man, just living off a purple patch, bro.
Something about Reece James. I didn't even know the Reece James and Trent thing was still a thing. I didn't even know that was still a thing.
I thought Vinicius ended that, man.
Yeah, like that was like what? Like, are we still talking about that? But listen, anyway, big up Nico LFC and Why says big up Monts. And by the way, Trent is far superior to Reece. Of course, bro. Obese James is nowhere near Trent Alexander the Great. You know what I'm saying? Obese James, Reece James, want to call him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you like my Monts, why you call him Obese James? Because he's Obese James, isn't it? That's his name.
Tell
now.
him to step onto the pitch first.
Yeah,
before
man.
he can
Trent
make
has a bad
judgment.
season. Everyone talks about it. Reece James has a bad season. No one cares. The magnifying glass on the table is different. Please allow me. You know what I'm saying? Did I read my DM on Twitter? On Twitter or on Instagram? Uncle Albert. If it's on Twitter, I'll check it now. My bad. A man said, "Hey, you lot, stop it. I can't make bare fat jokes in it because like YouTube will cancel, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't make fat jokes like that." Big up Team Ray as well. Big up Captain Sal. Big up Asian Res TV. 15 degrees and he still wears Under Armour. No, that's not. No, I'm not one of them guys. It was raining. It's raining out. It's raining now. Like, come on, guys. It's raining now. Big up Tyrell Gunner as well. Big up Asian Res, as I said as well, man. But listen, people. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. Smash the like, by the way. Jordan Henderson linked to how do you say that? I don't want to pronounce it wrong. How do you pronounce the Saudi Arabian team that Gerrard's managing?
Al-Ettifaq.
See,
yeah, I'm gonna let Ram run with that.
The
one,
way
so.
you said that sounded like
do you want me to say it like Gerrard says it?
No, don't say it like Gerrard said it. No, don't say it like Gerrard.
He can say it the way he says it because he's manager.
Bro, yo, yeah. Listen, Henderson is linked to Stevie's team in Saudi Arabia, of course. Gerrard Henderson's time is, of course, coming to an end. The Liverpool Football Club. Whether it's going to be this window or the next window, we don't know yet. But obviously, apparently, according to L'Equipe, I think that's how you say the French outlet, that talks are actually advanced, but we actually haven't heard anything in terms of tier 1 or even tier 2. I guess people can make that argument. So let's start with the elephant in the room. Chat. Henderson in or Henderson out? I just feel like this is it. I'm going to see a lot more outs than ins, but just remember his qualities as a captain to be used off the pitch. So if you say Henderson in, that doesn't mean Donny has to be playing 90 minutes after 90 minutes after 90 minutes after 90 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Just to have him around the club. Like the James Milner role almost. Ooh. Right. Man then. On the
Come on, Bajan. You know the
what
way.
What you man saying?
Well, look, first and foremost, you didn't even believe what you just said there about, his leadership qualities. But let's even take away the disrespect and stuff like that, because what I said on Twitter earlier on today was, I feel like some people are getting butthurt talking about Jordan Henderson, in terms of, people are being so disrespectful. I've seen a lot of the big accounts, talking about, and certain people from these accounts talking about it. I'm like, it doesn't make any sense that you're butthurt that people have an opinion on Jordan Henderson, because the reality of the situation is he's obviously in a position now where, yes, we don't want, obviously he might not get the minutes and stuff like that. That's fine. But he's not even, in our opinion, of the level to even be here. We need to understand the level that we're at. Now, the caveat to that is, or the rebuttal, should I say, is, as Monts just said, leadership qualities, blah, 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 blah. If this was 2016 again, and this was the James Milner thing again, and we were getting him for free again, I'll say no problem. We haven't got any leaders in the squad. We haven't got any player in the squad who knows how to win. We haven't got any player in the squad who knows what it's like to play for Liverpool Football Club. We have plenty now. Plenty. We're in a position where we're quite privileged in that kind of regard. So to say that we need Jordan Henderson in the team, or even in the squad, or even around the building, he can go the same way as as James Milner. That's not disrespectful, because we're going to thank him. He's going to get the same plaque that, Firmino got. He's going to get the same whatever. Like, he can get all of that. And I'll be more than happy to, as a club, if we did that, because we should be thanking him. He has been a fantastic servant for the football club. But to sit here and, this sentimentality, we need to kill it, and we need to kill it fast. Do you want to be winners, or do you want to be losers? Losers care about these kind of things. Winners don't. Roy Keane kept it moving. David Beckham kept it moving. Ruud van Nistelrooy kept it moving. Gundogan, captain of Manchester City last season. City didn't even fight to keep this guy. Whatever Man City fans say, they barely even put up a fight to keep that kind of player. Why? Because we move on. We know we can just get better players, and we understand how the club needs to evolve and needs to move forward. That's what we should do with Jordan Henderson. I said my piece.
Wow. I mean,
I can beat that.
You know what? I have no cutback.
Anyone else?
I converted Savage, by the way, G, before.
Anyone else?
So
Anyone else?
You converted Savage. Okay, well,
I
all right,
converted
cool.
Savage.
That's
Do you want to hear my?
Do your
Do you want to
thing,
hear
man.
my lot? Okay,
your thing.
so the whole Henderson piece, right? Okay, so Henderson's been at the club for 13 years. He's already had a testimonial. Okay, the guy will leave a hero. He will leave a legend because he took over from the job which nobody thought anyone could take over from, which was Steven Gerrard's, and he done better than him. Okay, let's make that really clear. He done better than him. I know he had players around him that were really, really good. This is Henderson.
Sorry, K-Mac. Sorry. Define. I'm not against what you just said, by the way. I just want you to define, because I know people in the chat are going to be like, "What? What do you mean?" Blah blah blah. So define what you mean by better.
Okay, so he won the league. He won the league. Okay, so he won the league, which Gerrard couldn't do. Okay. Okay. I mean, if you want to do ifs and buts and stuff like that, then he was really close. Okay, but Henderson was also really close another time as well, a number of times. Okay, but he took over that role, which was a really hard role, and we thought it was going to be a poison chalice. And he also overcome the fact that the fans wanted him out as well. The fans didn't want him to do that role, but he did, and he was an integral cog in the engine which drove us to a lot of the finals and the competitions that we've won. He was an integral cog. Whether you think he's good at scoring, whether you think he's good at passing, whether you think he's good at all these other things, he was a cog in the machine and he was a captain. Okay? But we need to evolve. We need to move on from that now. That's 13 years. Okay? And the feeling I have with him now is it's like you go to a party. This is how I converted Savage. So you go to a party and you see your dad dancing and you're like, oh, that's cringy. You know, that's quite cringy. And you think, my God, I looked up to you. You were my hero. Like, I wanted to be like you. And now you're doing this dancing and you're looking like an idiot. That's what Henderson's starting to look like in the Liverpool team. And that's not fair, because he's much better than that in another team. He's much better than that if he plays in Spain or he plays in Italy. Plays in Saudi Arabia, he's going to be world class. Okay, so you have to think of it like that. That's not his fault. But we have to move on from him now, because we're never going to get any better. We're always going to be runners-up. We're always going to be second place if we don't replace these players before they get to the stage where they are going to be a liability and a letdown. And if we play him again next year, because if he stays, he plays. That's how it works with Henderson. He stays, he plays. Then we're going to be having this same conversation again in a year's time.
My main thing about this is the only reason why I'd say I wouldn't is the fact that I do not have any confidence in my team getting a certain replacement. If we sell Henderson, I don't think Liverpool Football Club will go out and get another midfielder. And I think they'll go all in for Levi Cole, which may backfire. I feel as though if you are going to get rid of Henderson, if we are going to get the money that we're going to get for him, we need a replacement. I'm sorry, we already needed three midfielders. If we're going to get rid of another midfielder, give or take, given it's our captain, we got to get another player in. I'm sorry, I know people will be really like the growth of Bigsixbants and people like that is a cutthroat business. Football is a cutthroat business. It's either you sink or you swim. It's either you rise or you fall. That's how it is. If Bigsixbants can't handle the competition for places, then I don't think he's good enough for Liverpool Football Club. That's how good we are right now. We can't be relying on people that are going to be.
We're not very good.
Are going to be.
Sorry, we're not very good, by the way. Hey,
Sorry?
No, we're not very good. You said that's how good we are. We're not very good. Liverpool aren't very good.
No, but the expectations.
We're not
very good.
We can.
No. But
man just threw out there like we're not very good.
We're not very good. Like,
No, but with the expectations that we have of our team.
Yeah. We want the league. All of us, we want the league. Like,
if players don't feel like if players can't handle competition, then I'm sorry. The levels that we set, the levels that this manager has set for us for the last 4 to 5 seasons.
No, I hear it.
I don't think we're moving Henderson on about the money or the wages. I think we're moving Henderson on to open the path for somebody else. I think that's the move. I think that's why he would go, because he blocks somebody to get in.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I still think at Liverpool we need someone like Jordan Henderson off the pitch, and I only say that because when we talk about experience, people actually forget how much of a leader Thiago is as well. Like, people forget what he was doing, what he does for people like Darwin Núñez, what he was doing when they won the six-tuple, the Champions League final, how he was barking orders from the side of the pitch, dictating the game. You know, he's everything we want in quality and experience. And the question I always asked was, why are we looking to offload Thiago and not Henderson? You know, and for obvious reasons, loyalty to the club, time with the club, and legendary status, of course. But I think we are starting to lose that experience and leadership through age, and just you know, it's just kind of how it is. That's no one's fault, by the way. That's just how it is. Henderson's legs have gone. Could he have lasted longer if we rotated a bit more? Same case with Fabinho as well, by the way. Henderson's legs have gone. He's not the Henderson of 2019, unfortunately, guys. And
do you know why, Monts? Do you know why? People don't want to talk about it. Ever since he got that groin injury against Everton, he's never been the same.
Yeah. Oh, I said this. I said this literally. I think I said this a couple of weeks ago when he pulled his groin in 2021 season against Everton. I think 2-0 when we lost 2-0 in it. And he was playing centre back at that point. He played everywhere, and then he played the 6 when Fab got injured, and then when Fab went centre back, he also went centre back.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And then Genie had to play the 6. Yeah,
hold on.
Horrible times. I know. But we was actually top of the league. We was top of the league at that point, by the way. We was top.
I know.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Okay, so saying all that just quickly.
We don't want this conversation to be about Klopp, though.
No. We're not going to go down that route. But what I'm saying,
and this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're not going to go down that route. But what I'm saying is that his legs, like it or not, we're here now. His legs are gone. Yeah, but with Milner gone, he was a serial leader in the team. I think Henderson. What depends on his departure is if he's willing to play the bit part role, the James Milner role. If Henderson plays the James Milner role, my opinion, I'm fine with it. But if he's playing and starting 90 minutes, the only game I want to see Henderson in, I'll be honest right now,
Preston
is Mulder. Is Mulder in the group stages of the Europa League. Henderson can play all the minutes he wants there. He can play all the minutes he wants. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Hey, 90 minutes if you want it, man. Trust me, that's you. You know what I'm saying? But Premier League?
Monts, my thing is, why is it where we have, say, who is it? We've got Jordan Henderson, we've got Thiago, we've got, obviously, James Milner just left. Why is it we're in a position where all of our older players are either injury prone or are just whack? Why is it anyone else, when you look at their older players, if they are captains or they are the leaders in the team, I don't really see that in these other teams where I'm like, yeah, he's too shit, he can't play. Or, you know what, we don't want to even see him get minutes. You're talking about man playing against Mulder and that. This is the captain of the Liverpool Football Club. And we're not even saying, yeah, he should be said. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, that tells me in that sentence straight away, you need to leave, like, today. Because it doesn't even make sense you saying.
Two things. G, your voice is cracking up. We can hear you, but your voice is cracking up. I don't know. It's like a feedback.
Oh, sorry.
You sound like Optimus Prime. You know?
Can I just give you one name? Fernandinho. That's exactly what's happening.
No, but the thing is with Fernandinho, it was like Henderson in 2020. It was Henderson. It was Henderson not last season, the quad season. Henderson didn't have the worst season in the quad season because he was surrounded by such quality. Like, again, Fernandinho was surrounded by quality all over the pitch. And I still think Fernandinho was to a certain level, though. He was better than what we're seeing from Henderson, by the way. So let's get to the super chat. Big up Jason McNeil again with the super chat. He goes, this Gerrard versus Henderson comparison is like a beauty contest between Kim K and Susan Boyle. But the thing is,
Kim K, really
big up for the super chat, Jason. I'm gonna say right now, I'm gonna I mean, the Susan Boyle thing, I ain't heard that name in a minute. I'm not gonna.
Been time.
I was comparing them.
But Jason,
captains.
you could have been.
Weren't comparing them as players.
Yeah, you could have picked someone better than Kim Ken.
Right, man said Kim Gerrard and Susan Henderson. Guys, stop it. Listen, people. All I'm gonna say is that it depends. If we're talking who was the better captain, Gerrard or Henderson, that's actually a conversation to have. Call me crazy.
Two different types of captains.
Yeah. Two completely different types of captains. Henderson doesn't even have a fraction. He doesn't even have a speck, an atom of Gerrard's talent. An atom of Gerrard's talent. Yeah. However, as a captain, in fact, you know what? Chat. Who's the better captain? Captain, not player. Who is the better captain? Chat. Gerrard or Henderson? I just want to see something. I just want to see something. And then we'll get the verdict to the panel as well. I just want to see something. By the way, guys, 190 people in the house right now. Make sure we're slapping that like button. We're currently on 75 likes. Remember,
that's poor, man. Now, Monts, you're being diplomatic right now. That's poor. That is poor.
No. The 100 likes is for the call-in. It's for the call-in.
No, I'm sorry. You should be more than 100 likes. You said 190 people, man. What is going on?
That's for the call-in. That's for me to, bro, we need to be halfway through the show. We're gonna run out of time.
You're being hella diplomatic right now. You're being hella diplomatic.
If I say 150 likes for the call-in and then we get 150 likes and there's 10 minutes left of the video, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not even saying that. Monts, 190 people, yeah? There should be 100 likes already. Already in the door. What are you doing?
I'm aware.
No, what is the people doing, man?
Hey, you heard the man. Get the likes up. 20 more likes, and of course, I put the link out, and you guys can come and join the stream. You guys know the work. So yeah, let's get to 100 likes, so you can join us. I just want to see something in it. By the way, I just want to see something. Who's the better captain? So let's see in the chat. Before the saying, Hendo, Dustin. Hey, Dustin. No. One or the other. Less of that. One or the other. Big up yourself though, but one or the other. Big up Sleeping Dragon as well. It's still Gerrard. Don't be stupid. Gerrard, Hendo played under much better manager. Hendo says Jean Grey. Gerrard says Kingsmano. KLFC says Gerrard.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing, Monts. It's such a different conversation because you're talking about two different types of captains. One's more of a captain who leads in terms of he's vocal, he gives out orders, and makes sure there's a standard to be set through the way he speaks. Gerrard was more of a captain where he sets a standard through the way he plays. And the way he plays is more like a leader. He drags people along with him.
Yeah, I'm going to say something that not a lot of people are going to like, but I'm going to hit this super chat first. Oh, man. What I'm going to say is it's going to be a mad thing. Big up J-Boy Animation with a £5 super chat, bro. Thank you very much. He says, in their prime, Gerrard had to drag his team to victories, dead players, basically. Henderson had to lead a team to victory who were already polished and in a strong system. I hear it. I very much hear that. So I'm guessing your answer is Stevie G. Big up yourself for the super chat, bro. Here's what I'm going to say. My answer is Henderson. But that's my preference. If we're talking captain, I look at the England squad and I go, Harry Kane, captain of England? But why is he the captain of England? Because he leads by example. I mean, he's definitely not speaking by example. Sorry, guys. But he leads by, you know. If he leads by example. I know K-Mac explains us.
Have you read that chat? I was doing that chat by the guy who said Hendo didn't slip.
Oh, wow. Hey. Oh, my God. Hey.
Where's the guy? I can't see the guy. I need to see the guy.
Listen, I'm gonna say why my preference is Jordan Henderson. Preference, by the way, because Harry Kane, again, He leads by example. But do I think he should be captain of England? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. For me, as a captain, I want you barking orders. I don't want people to think they can have a rest on the pitch. Any lapses of concentration, you'll hear a man's voice in it. You know what I'm saying? And I generally think Henderson should have been the captain of England. When he still had his legs, by the way. When he still had his legs, Henderson for me should have been the captain of England. Yeah. So if I don't believe that Harry Kane should be the captain of England, I can't really turn around and say I prefer Gerrard as a captain over Jordan Henderson. Because my preference in a captain is to be more vocal and to be barking orders and to be a dictator and all that sort of stuff. Because like it or hate it, Jordan Henderson was not a dross footballer when Liverpool were winning everything. He was still putting up 7s out of 10s game in, game out. There were bad games, but there were also good games. He wasn't a baller and he wasn't a standout footballer, but he was of the level to play for Liverpool Football Club. Liverpool's best ever midfield in the last 10 years was Henderson is in that midfield. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm chatting rubbish. The last 10 years in Liverpool's best midfield was Fabinho, Henderson, and Gini Wijnaldum. Henderson is in that midfield three. 100%. So you can tell me I'm deluded. You can say I'm crazy. You can say I'm disrespecting the great. I will never disrespect Steven Gerrard because at the end of the day, he's the reason I started watching football. And no one's disputing that. But what I'm saying is my preference as a captain is to be the Jamie Carragher type of captain. That's my preference of a captain. The ones that lead by example isn't my preference. But if it is someone's preference, I'm not going to argue down about it. That's just my preference. That's why I said, for me, I believe Henderson was a superior captain and Gerrard was a superior player.
Can I just mention something on Henderson as well, just in case like people in the chat don't know how vocal Henderson is.
Come on, camera man. I want to see you angry, bro. I want to see.
Give me 2 minutes.
Have a watch of some of the Premier League games that were played at home and away during the COVID season when there was no crowds, and tell me the voice you hear in the Liverpool team, because it's Henderson all the time. Seriously, like he is so vocal on the pitch. That's a leader. Look, there's so many people hating on Henderson. Like Henderson should be sold for the reasons I said. Yeah, but the guy's still done incredible stuff with us. Like I will never take that away from him.
Let's be honest.
So please don't do that, people in the chat. He's been amazing for us.
You know, when footballers retire or they leave after being at a club for their whole career and all that stuff, taking over the mantle from legends has almost been an impossible job. We're talking 1 in 20 players do it successfully. Who was really ever going to take over, fill the boots of a captain like Steven Gerrard? No one expected Henderson to do it. And he did it.
Wasn't he like 22? Wasn't he like 22 when he took that captain?
Yeah.
About 20, he was 25, 24, 25.
Yeah, but in terms of a captain, he took on the captain's armband from Steven Gerrard. That is destined. You are destined to fail because you will never. You know what I'm saying? It's a you will never, because you'll never be another Steven Gerrard. Let's be real. There'll never be another Steven Gerrard. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I just feel like in terms of a captain, Gerrard obviously played in a team that was It was so far away from the team that Henderson played in. But Henderson also played in the team that was at the same level that Gerrard played in and stayed in the team. And as the team got better, he maintained his position in the team. As I said, Henderson does not have an atom of a cell of Gerrard's talent. But for me, I just prefer him as a captain. And man, again, comments are calling me crazy, innit? The comments are calling me crazy.
The thing about him as well is everyone saying that like he couldn't lace Gerrard's boots. Like he played under Hodgson, Rodgers, and then Klopp. Like he did all three of those. Like he played in some really dross teams. Like even Klopp's first 2 years still
Henderson
had a lot of dross
Henderson
in it.
was pretty crap too at some of those times. He was crap at times. Listen, Henderson's had bad times, but I feel like you see like what's happening with De Gea. You see how De Gea's had way too many ups and downs, and people were like, 90-minute compilations of De Gea's woes. 90-minute fail compilations for, in my opinion, the best player since Fergie left at Manchester United. In my opinion, the best player for Manchester United since Fergie's left is David De Gea. Yeah? Over that time span. Because no one else will be able to last that long. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever, yeah? The most player of the seasons since Fergie's left. And that's the send-off man's getting. Personally, Henderson is a Liverpool legend. End of conversation. There's no conversation about it. He's a Liverpool legend. Right now, last 2 years, now he's crap. That's a ball. Here's a ball. He's crap. Yeah, he's crap. Yes, he's knackered. He's crap. He probably knows he's crap. He probably knows he's crap. That's the funny thing about this. Hendo probably knows that he's crap. But the thing is, at least he still gives his all. And bro, go to a game at Anfield. The crowd get behind him. The way the crowd get behind my man, it's because he'll put his body on the line. I sometimes think you think Henderson wants to be doing overlaps for Salah, but because Klopp probably tells him to do it, he's like, you know what? Hey, you the boss, Jurgen. you the boss, Norbert.
I said that on your show, G, didn't I?
When he leaves, I just want us to give him a good send off because he is a Liverpool legend. You know what I'm saying? That he is a Liverpool legend. So.
Monts, I said that on G's show about Dominic Szoboszlai, that we have to thank Henderson for that as well, because he was basically the blueprint for that position, that overlapping. Yeah. Like he did that selflessly. Like he's crap at it, but he did it selflessly. Like, you know, he did it and he was running and making those runs and going into the box and no one was marking him and he was stood there and then he was like having to track back and then do another run. And he was just doing that all game. And like we now know that, oh God, there's something there. Like we just need a player that can stick the ball in the onion bag and assist people. And we've obviously just bought him. But you know, we can thank our Captain Fantastic for that as well. Like,
that's what I'm saying, isn't it?
You realise, we're can you hear me? By the way, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, go on.
Cool. No, I was gonna say, bro, are we hearing like what we're saying? Like, listen, like I said, don't disrespect Hendo. We thank him for everything he's done. You know, everything kind of Monts said and even alluded to, I kind of agree with anyway in terms of what he's had to do, you know, taking over that captaincy.
I've called him crap in the nicest way.
And this is what I'm saying is that we're almost applauding him being crap because he's been captain and he's been here for so long. I'm just like, okay, I hear it in terms of the longevity and he is the captain, but listen, when it comes to Steven Gerrard, people are saying acting like, if you're talking about players barking orders, Gerrard barks orders. Like I've literally seen him out there on the pitch barking orders at players. I'm not saying he does it as much as Henderson, but guess what? He didn't need to do it as much as Henderson.
Yeah, because Jamie Carragher he had Jamie Carragher doing
it. Whether he had Jamie Carragher doing it or not, forget. All right, cool. Let's even look past Jamie Carragher even being there. I'm just talking about Gerrard demanding certain things from certain players. Suarez coming there, Torres coming there, Xabi Alonso being there, Mascherano. This guy's demanding the best from these kind of guys. Whereas Jordan Henderson, it's more about, I've been here for so long. I've been here longer than Klopp. I know who the dinner lady is. I know who the woman who comes in at 10 a.m. every single day. Like, so if you guys need to know that, he's good for all of those kind of things for new signings like Szoboszlai and McAllister. And you need to make sure you say hi to this woman and that lady and that guy and this. That all that is fine and it's cute. But we're talking about a guy on and off the pitch, someone who epitomizes Liverpool. It's difficult, and I feel like it's unfair to really compare the two because Gerrard is the epitome of Liverpool, like what Liverpool means to the people and all that kind of stuff, whereas Jordan Henderson isn't. So then you are then looking at his his leadership qualities. And for me, I'm like, a good captain is someone who does both. Hence the reason why I don't think Harry Kane is a good captain anyway. Because even the fact that people say he leads being on the pitch, I'm like, that's never going to be enough. You need to be someone who does both. That is always going to be deemed a good captain.
Let me get the super chat first. Big up Jason McNeil again with another super chat, bro. He says, I'm Man United, by the way, just levels between them. Appreciate you, bro. Especially a Man United fan on the Liverpool stream. Super chatting, bro. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate it.
Big up, man. Big up.
Go on, Ram. Oh, by the way, the link to join the stream is out now. 100 likes.
I was gonna say, G, do you rate Alisson as a leader because he's not a barking order kind of guy. He's quite the opposite. He gives a level of calm to the team that not many captains have.
As a leader, the only person I would look at, Ali, not really a leader, so to speak. I wouldn't really call him that, and because as a goalkeeper, you cannot be a calm, cool. Like it's never ever been like that ever in the history of football. You've never seen a calm goalkeeper being a leader at the back. All the best goalkeepers, you think about your Oliver Kahns, your Jens Lehmanns, and whoever else your Neuers, the people that you want to throw in there. These guys are barking orders, constantly barking orders at their teammates, even though they are very, very good at obviously what they do. So it's difficult to then say Ali would be a good leader. He's an experienced player, so you'd automatically think that. Of course, you would. Van Dijk.
I'll say this though, G. When there are mistakes being made, I think someone mentioned in the chat. When the mistakes have been made, he would demand his players to be better than what they.
But this is what I'm saying. This is where I'm like, I'm not judging you in those moments. Forget those moments. Because mistakes happen. You're gonna say something. Even if you wasn't the captain, you're gonna say something. I'm talking about demanding, why are you not pressing? I'm talking about, why have you let that pass get around you? I'm talking about, why has that ball gone in behind you? Forget even if the goal gets conceded or anything. Heck, it can go out for a throw-in after that. I don't care. I need to see what you're actually like in those kind of moments, as well as obviously Ali being a fantastic goalkeeper, which he's obviously got on his side. I need to see that side of him first, kind of thing. At the moment, in terms of that, maybe the only player I probably realistically think of would probably be like Robbo. He'd probably be the only one I feel like maybe could be a captain in the team, because he's someone who is constantly yapping. Had a shit season last season, but it's one of those ones where if he gets back to a certain level, he'd be my next pick. Like, I wouldn't pick Van Dijk. He's not someone who breeds really leadership qualities to me. He's someone who, he is a fantastic player, but if I need him to be a leader, I don't really feel like he kind of hits those kind of qualities kind of thing. But a Robbo, I feel like that's someone who I'd go to war with kind of thing. Whereas Van Dijk, I wouldn't necessarily go to war with. He's kind of the guy that I'm going to use as a secret weapon because of how big and strong he is.
I'm really worried because I don't think we've got many those type of captains in the team. Like, if Henderson goes, I don't think we have many like that. Like, I think Trent is probably the one for me, and that's if he plays in midfield, because I'm not sure a left back or right back is a good captain. A little bit isolated in the game.
You have to ask Philip Lahm that question, mate.
He played DM in the end.
Maldini,
most of his career. Yeah, I suppose so.
It's just down to the kind of personality that you are.
Yeah, you got me there. All right, you got me there, G. Okay.
It's just quite a lot of the time, though. If you look back, a lot of fullbacks were captains because they were the ones that were giving the orders. I know for a fact Philip Lahm. Obviously, Robbo is captain of Scotland. I think if you want to cast your minds back even further, when Modric and Rakitic were coming through, I think it was Dario Serna who was the Croatia captain, playing right back for Shakhtar his entire career. So maybe there's a case, but again, it's down to the kind of character. And for me, Trent is not the kind of character to be a captain, in my opinion. I think he's a bit of the Virgil gene, where he's a very good weapon, but I wouldn't go to war with him. That kind of thing that I've got with him.
But we're questioning like whether Robbo's even going to have a role if we get Colwell. Like it's just crazy that like there's so much so much uncertainty about players at Liverpool, like whether they come and whether they go in, whether there's going to be a captain, whether there won't be a captain. But it's
who knows? Maybe someone will get the captain's armband and end up stepping up to another level. We don't know. Maybe we see someone that's not even a captain but ends up being a captain because he's got that armband next to him. He's got more responsibility. We don't know, but it can happen. I'm not saying it won't, but it can happen.
That's true.
Listen, people, it is that time. We have our callers waiting. So I'm going to bring you guys in now. Sorry, guys, it's taking a little bit longer than usual. There are a lot of you guys back there. Damn, a lot of you guys back there.
There goes the neighborhood.
A lot of you guys back there. Oh, man. I'm just going to let you guys in twos. I'm going to let you guys in twos. There's half an hour left of the video, so I'm gonna give 3 of you 15 minutes and 3 of you 15 minutes. You guys at the bottom, give me a nod so I can. Can you guys nod in the back? I can see you guys. Give me a nod. Does that make sense? All right, cool. Thank you. First, guys, I'm gonna bring in Kalen. I'm gonna bring in Amir. So, guys, welcome. Hope you guys are blessed. What do you guys make of the stream so far, man, and the conversation? Let me get you guys to take first.
Brilliant, mate. And you know the Henderson conversation, in contrast to the comment section that I was sat in for a bit, it's night and day. And I love to see it. I've just done a video myself, ready, scheduled for tomorrow on Jordan Henderson, because it's baffling.
Drop the link to your channel.
Yeah, I'll stick it in there.
I'll put that all out there.
It's baffling. It baffles me daily. And I think for me, it's more of a self-awareness of knowing that Jordan Henderson isn't going to be in that team anymore next season. He very much should be on the bench, obviously, as we all know that. And we all know he's past what we always loved of him as a footballer. But they're still hating on him. It's like, he's not going to play. There's no point hating on him anymore. He's not going to play anymore. He's going to be on the bench. He's going to have that, they call it the Milner role now, don't they, where he'll come on every here and there to just inject a bit of passion into the team late on in European games or when we need a bit towards the end of a game. And I'd just like some of the people that comment things like this, I'd just like them to have a little look back at this time that we've had and these trophies that we've won in comparison to the times that everybody on this stream, everybody watching, everybody taking part was all part of when things weren't great at all. And we had Steven Gerrard. Of course we had Steven Gerrard, but what we have now is a man that is amongst all of these superior, incredible footballers who has brought them all together and been such a fantastic role model and such a superb footballer, yes, but more captain in this team. And it just hurts me, man. Every time I see it, I'm like, what? I just don't understand. I don't understand. I really can't comprehend how people nail him so often, understandably football-wise, but in terms of what he's done for the football club and knowing that he's not going to play much anymore, I don't understand why anyone needs to say any of these things anymore.
True. So I'm guessing when I asked the question, Henderson in or out?
In the club.
Keep him around playing the James Milner role or just out? Get him out?
No, not get him. No, he's got to stay. For me, I think losing both of them in the same window in terms of what it does backstage, if you like, I think that's detrimental. I really do. And I might be proven wrong because I think there was a few people on Twitter saying the amount of leaders and international captains that we have in our team. Mm-hmm. But I think one of you guys, forgive me, I can't remember which one of you said it. I think it might have been you, Kmack. In terms of actual captains there, nothing really stands out, does it? Nobody stands out as the next captain. No. If someone said to you now, who's your next captain, as you've discussed already tonight, you wouldn't have a sure answer, would you? So to have someone there who's done it in the times that we've won a lot of trophies, well, we've won every trophy there is to win, to have him around, imagine just having him on your bench or just in your dressing room. I think it's priceless, to be honest, in terms of what we want to achieve this season. Obviously, with Manchester City being such a super team as they are, you look at players that Arsenal sign, players that Man United sign, you can't buy what Jordan Henderson has in terms of a squad player. And if he's okay with not playing pretty much any minutes, then to have him just there, I think it's priceless. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's priceless to just have him.
That's the $1 million question, though. Will he play that role?
Yeah,
I do hear it. But yeah, Kaden, obviously, I respect your opinion. Obviously, I'm guessing you weren't one of the ones calling me crazy when I said I actually prefer Henderson's captain-like qualities over Steven Gerrard, which is, again, some people might think
in terms of what he does as a captain, he is a better captain, isn't he? In terms of, it depends what you want from your captain.
Exactly.
If you want your captain to be like Steven Gerrard, where basically I play, you do what I do, we'll be okay. If you want someone who's there telling you that you're not doing your job, even if you're one of the best footballers on earth, which he's had the privilege of being surrounded by players that are on the top of the game, and he's barking at them. I've said in my video, say Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah, two of the best players in the world in their positions, they listen to him. When he barks at them, they try and give a bit back, and then he has the final say. You've seen it on camera enough times. It's simple. I think for me to have that authority that he has, yeah, it's a personal preference in terms of captaincy. But if my personal preference is a captain that is switched on at all moments for what everyone else is doing, not thinking I could win this game for us anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And Steven Gerrard's my idol, my hero. I love him to pieces, but yeah, he strikes more as a captain, doesn't he, as a leader?
Yeah, of course.
In terms of that.
Just with Amir, just before we come over to you, bro. Big up Jason Minot for another super chat. Again, he says all of your best memories as him as a captain. I'm gonna favorite that, and we're gonna leave that one. So just before I stop the callers, we'll get the callers view first, and then the panelists will say that at the end. But we still have 180 people in the house, and there are a lot of people trying to join. I keep getting the notification saying the max we can have in here is a certain amount. So again, guys, I'm going to upgrade my StreamYard membership so I can have more people in the back when we do these call-in shows, because I keep realizing this is actually a kind of a big channel now. That's why I keep saying stuff like 150 likes and stuff like that. But yeah, no. Listen, people, smash the like button. We are only on 111 likes, and we still 180 people in here. I believe we can do better than that. We have a number of people who do content on this panel, and in the back here, I'm going to bring in for the second wave of the callers. So what I need you to do is go and subscribe to K-Max channel as well. I posted it a few times. Go and subscribe to Ram's channel. These are all going to be posted at the end as well, by the way, and throughout the video. Make sure you subscribe to American Cop Outs as well, where you find him here and what he's doing over there. Kalen, as soon as he sends his channel in the private chat, I'm going to get his link over there as well. Sorry, man. You can subscribe to him. And of course, when Tyrell puts his link as well, we'll pop his link in there. Listen, remember, we support everyone who works with us, everyone who features on the channel. And we support everyone around us. There's enough subscribers to go around. And again, if you're not supporting the people around me, don't support me. So you know what I'm saying? So and also GTV, how can I forget? Of course, So listen, people. Okay. I know if it says the place is full and there's too many people to join, I'm so sorry. Next week Monday, you know what I'm saying? Next week Monday, just allow me in it. Allow me. So Amir. And also, people, subscribe to Bigsixbants as well. Subscribe here as well if you're not subscribed already. So close to 5K, so you know what I'm saying? Let's make that happen. Amir, what's your case on the Henderson talk?
Listen, I really like Henderson, and I have massive respect for Henderson and for all these years as a Liverpool fan. And honestly, for what he's done at the club, he's won everything there is in the club. Won the Premier League, won the Champions League, won the FA Cup, won the Carabao Cup, etc., etc. And then, obviously, to see people disrespecting Hendo, it kind of hurts because now he's not good enough. But we just can't forget his leadership and experience and his character. We need him to stay because we need his leadership and experience for when it comes to new players coming in. And it ain't easy settling in like a big club in Liverpool. You need someone to have who's been at the club for a long time, like Henderson. Henderson, in my opinion, should 100% not start for Liverpool week in and week out. But he can play that Milner role. That's what I want for Hendo. I want Hendo to do that Milner role and just still be a leader and just be a good person. And yeah, that's all I want for him. All the best for him, though.
Love that. No, well said. Well said. Obviously, I have to ask you the question.
Yeah,
captain.
Yeah.
Captain, not player. He was a better captain.
Yeah.
What's your answer to that?
No,
it's not nice. It's not nice when you got.
It's not nice to hear it. No,
it's not nice
to hear it.
It's not cool to say.
It's not nice to hear it, but yeah. No, I kind of get what you're getting at. Obviously we have other leaders as well, like Virgil van Dijk and Dominic Szoboszlai, who just became our new signing for Liverpool. He's the captain of Hungary, and Mo Salah, who I believe he's the captain of Egypt, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. To answer that question, I just think we need all the players that need to be leaders. You know, we need the players that can lead the dressing room and all that stuff, and not just for Henderson, but for everyone else to do their part and have a good job at that. So, yeah, man, for sure.
Lovely.
What's the
lovely
question
stuff.
between Henderson and Gerrard, though? Was that the question?
Gerrard. Oh,
Trying to
like who's the
avoid
better captain?
You're not getting away from that.
No, listen, guys. You know, I appreciate you. Obviously, usually I'd keep all the callers on for the rest of the show, but because there's so many today, I'm gonna have to swap and all that. I'm gonna have to do the substitution thing. But listen, Amir, Calan, do you have your
Callan, yeah, I've put it
Sorry,
in
Callan,
the
sorry,
private
bro.
chat. Yeah, it's all right, mate. It's all right. Yeah, I put it in the private WhatsApp.
Yeah, cool. Drop it. Yeah, drop it. Do you have me on socials so I can? Because I want to put it in this chat because there's 170 people in there, bro. Let's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I want to.
right,
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I have. No, I'm pretty new to the channel.
I can put it in there in a sec. I've got you on mine. Okay, I'll put it in.
Nice.
I also
buddy.
I also dropped my link in a private chat for the channel.
Cool. So, guys, as I'm segueing you guys out, I'm gonna pop your stuff in the chat. Listen, Callan and Amir, appreciate you guys. I'd love to have you guys back next week, by the way, for a little bit longer as well. Obviously, today was a bit shorter, but yeah, man. Amir, obviously, you've been on it already, so you already know the vibes in it. But yeah, Callan, man, love to see you for the first time, bro. Big up yourself. You, man, I'm gonna drop you guys down. I'm gonna remove. Can you guys remove yourself from the stream as well? So, like, can you guys remove yourself?
Nice one, mate. Thanks,
appreciate it. All right, guys.
Appreciate it.
Please, well done.
Cheers, lads.
And cool. Next up, Uncle Albs, Cliff, Mandem, welcome. Obviously, same sort of questions going to be posed to you guys.
Thank you.
Uncle Albert, I'm going to come to you second because I know I know you got a lot to say. Cliff, I'm going to come to you first because obviously your is it your debut on the channel?
Debut on the channel, man.
Debut on the channel. So
following you for a while now, man. I tune in when I can, but loving that you're doing big things, man.
Appreciate you, man. Very much appreciate that, man. Go on, bro. Let us know what's your opinion on the whole Henderson situation. Then you know what questions coming after that. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Actually, you guys just give me 1 second. I'm just grabbing the little violin.
The one smallest violin.
The small violin for Henderson. You know, I'm gonna be extremely honest with you. Maybe it's because I'm a little old school, but why is it that as a club, I've been following the Premier League for years, and I understand that I watch more of Liverpool. I have a pulse of the community more because I see so many different perspectives. Why is it that it is a theme that we do not hold certain people accountable the same way we do others? We are comfortable, right, paying a man $200K a week plus massive bonuses, right? Not to mention when you have Champions League bonuses, when you play well and doing all of those things. And it's well documented, right, that Liverpool is a club that pays out and pays well. But the levels have dropped significantly. But for a man like Thiago, who gives us 8 minimum when he's available, there's conversations about, well, his wages are X, Y, Z, and we're looking to move on from him. At what point do us as a club look at ourselves and say, we have a level of standard that universally FSG, Klopp, and the fans agree on? And we say, if you drop to a certain level, we need to start looking at ulterior motives, right? We need to start looking at alternatives. You see what I'm saying? Why is it that someone like Bobby Firmino has the strength within himself to say, Klopp, I can't help this team anymore. I'm leaving. But we're struggling to move on from a James Milner. What does that tell you? You know,
Thank you, Cliff.
it puts things into perspective. And the thing that I'm asking is, I'm not screaming and yelling, we need to sell him tomorrow, because I understand that we're in a predicament now, whether it's homegrown, whether it's whatever the case is, but we're stuck here. But as fans, I think I can speak for a good amount of us when I say we're frustrated. We got to this point because of negligence. Yeah, you're going to sit there and tell me that everyone on YouTube, everyone on Sky Sports, every single page can see the levels of Henderson dropping yearly, but FSG kept thinking, I could squeeze one more year out of him. Look at where we're at.
Yeah, overplaying.
So at what point?
You know what I call it?
Yeah.
Cliff, you know what I call it? Overplayed and overstayed.
And the reality of the matter is this. If we are in a position now where, you know what, because of negligence, we're now in a position where we have to seriously consider Henderson staying for other reasons outside of his skill set. Let that be a lesson to all of us in saying that we should not be a sob story anymore. I'm sorry. If you are going to sit here and tell me that Henderson pep talks are worth the $200,000 we're paying this man, come on, guys.
Can't argue with any of that.
Come on. At what point do we say enough is enough? We're paying Adrian $60,000 to be Vibes FC.
What are we, a charity?
To play the songs in the change rooms.
Charity case.
To be the water.
Adrian's the DJ, ain't he?
Yeah, he's the
DJ.
Put it this way. Let's put it this way. Right? If Mo Salah tomorrow said, guys, I've had enough. I've given you guys everything. I've given you guys 6 years of world-class effort, and this isn't enough for me, and wanted to move to Saudi. How quickly would the fan base turn on him?
Like this.
Like, yeah.
Why?
And I'm a Salah defender. I'm like Salah.
I wouldn't turn on him. I'd be like, cool. But yeah,
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'd be like, get as much money as possible.
We all agree, right? It would be quickly, correct? Okay. And Monts, hold me on time. I don't want to hold too much time. I know you got guys in the back, but I'm cooking right now.
Yeah, no, bro. I'm letting you do your thing, bro.
Here's my thing.
Oh, you're cooking, man. You're cooking.
They would move quickly. So why is it that when it comes to a player requesting a move, right? We saw it with Sterling. We saw it with Coutinho, even though there were other motives with Coutinho that I didn't agree with. But ultimately, he wanted to move on. And we knew about that from time, right? In this case, Mo Salah looking to move on. Why is it that a club and certain fans look at that player and say, how dare you looking after the best interest of yourself? How dare you looking after the best interest of your brand, your family, your livelihood, the people who you see every day? How dare you? Because you need to be a part of this Liverpool journey. Liverpool is supposed to go through the longest valleys. Why? But then if the response is, if again, this is hypothetical, if Mo Salah went on publicly and said this, if he openly said, guys, I've given you guys of world-class effort, and I've gotten one Premier League, one Champions League. Granted, he does hold himself accountable for going MIA in some of the other games, and I'm going to put that aside. But can we honestly say that FSG has given him as much effort as he's given us? So if he's looking after his own best interest, what then? I say all that to say, if we need to move on from Henderson, so be it. If you need to go so far as to disrespect the man, then clearly you don't understand the reasoning for this to begin with. What's done is done. He can't help us anymore.
Yeah, I hear it. So you wouldn't keep him around the squad to play because you see, Cliff, I said Henderson can play against Mulder and the Red Star Belgrades in the freezing cold.
I'm going to be honest with you, man.
Those games,
I think that's the question. Does he serve a purpose now?
I'm going to be honest with you. He doesn't. Let's wake up. Let's have a cup of coffee And let's really think, guys. He doesn't anymore. We've outgrown him.
Yeah.
I said this on a show earlier. Like, I don't want Henderson to block another player. Like, he can't block another player's path.
Let me ask you guys
this. Does Henderson want to play? Like, one thing we haven't said is, does Henderson want to play the bit part role? That's what's so. Do you know what I mean?
Can I ask you an even better question? Go on. Some of you guys talked about different leadership styles. Stevie, Hendo. I get all that. Can we be honest? At what point can we realize that maybe these guys are tired of hearing the dude who is least skillful out of all of us yelling at us? Because we're getting nowhere.
Yeah, that is
nowhere.
The only thing with that is that Henderson can turn around and say, obviously, that we've won everything.
What?
So
you almost got into a fight with Ali and Virgil.
Yeah, pretty much.
Those guys
we are 0-0 at halftime against Brighton, and we end up 3-0 at the end of the game. Do you really think I care how much Hendo wants to champion for me in the dressing room? I just got my ass beat.
No, listen, bro. I'm hearing it, man. I think that's what's splitting the fan base right now is that whether they want him to play against or whether they just want him at the club at all.
But I'm going to be honest with you. We also need to recognize that do we want Henderson to stay because we think that he epitomizes a level of struggle that we've always dealt with as a reminder of who we are as a club? We're not some venture capitalists. Or do we keep him because we genuinely think that he gives something? And if the answer is no, he cannot offer anything, we are wasting time.
I hear it. I hear what you're saying. Kendall.
We got, man. Listen, man. I tune into all of you guys. I listen to all of you guys. You guys, Coppish, Sam, everybody, Ram, everybody. I listen to everybody, and I understand the perspective. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just want to have real conversations about things.
That's what this is, and this is why I said if anyone wants Hendo out, if someone says they want Hendo out now, I'm not gonna argue you down because in the nicest way possible.
Correct.
He's cheeks.
Yeah, but the reality is, but the trouble is that we live in a day and age now where fandom that's what happens. As soon as a player declines, as soon as a player moves on, it gets to a point where we need to disrespect everything they've always accomplished because they're not good right now. You know, if Mo Salah dropped levels, do you really think a 15-year-old's going to care what he did for us 6 years ago, 5 years ago? He's going to care about right now. That's what fandom is today.
I hear it, man. I'll be real. As I said, I'm probably going to stick with my what I'd say is that I'm happy for him to play in the Europa League and be around the squad simply because when I look at the captains around and I look at Robbo, for me would be the next of kin. I'd go with Robbo as my next captain because I like what he gives passion wise, and I just can't forget that he pushed Prime Messi in the head and told him to fuck off. Like he said, "Yo, this is my house. This is my house." You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people can do that. And still, you know, and he even got injured that game. And his inspired substitution brought on GD to win us the game.
Did you ever see that meme of the meme of the X-ray and it's a chest and it's a little dog in it?
Yeah. That's Robbo. I think Virgil. Obviously, a lot of people look to Virgil. As the next captain. They think that's very obvious. Me, I think it's like a KDB situation. I feel like when KDB wears the armband, I feel like it weighs a bit too much on him, and you know, it doesn't let KDB always be that KDB. I look at Virgil, and when Virgil has the armband, I generally think he loses 10 plus stats. I feel like let Virgil just be Virgil and give someone else the armband. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather see Robbo with it. People will call me a Thiago merchant. Thiago is captain worthy, bro. Man, forget what he's got in terms of the captain.
Of Liverpool?
Yeah.
Or in general?
No. I'd give in terms of who I'd look at as suitable captains. I'd say it has to be the experienced lot apart from Salah. I wouldn't give Salah the armband because for me, I don't really like the attackers having armbands. That's not a thing for me. I don't really like the attackers with the armbands. I think it has to be Ali, Virgil,
Thierry Henry, Benzema, Ibrahimovic.
Well,
I feel like
world-class players all over the pitch.
Benzema had the armband.
But wouldn't that give them? Wouldn't that be even more crazy than the fact that Benzema with world-class players?
But you know my preference. Leading the lead for example type captains ain't really me. I ain't really me. You know what I'm saying? I said for me.
No, I feel you. No, I feel you.
I said Ali though. Ali's kind of in that lead by example. I'm not gonna follow. Ali, Robbo, the top two for me. Ali and Robbo are the top two in my book.
I feel like that's too much pressure for Salah.
I think Salah would
that much of a burden.
One of those ones, isn't it?
Look what it did to him with Egypt. Look what it did to him with Egypt. Like it affects him.
That's because his team is arse and cheeks. But
not even we were nation versus a club.
We were arse and cheeks last season.
Yeah, we were arse and cheeks last season. But, you know.
Quickly, Monts. I'm gonna jump out so I can give the next person my slot. The one thing I'm gonna say is that you made this comment, and I want to give you your flowers about VVD. You made this comment a couple days ago. I think it was last week about how you said how he has difficulties accepting change. I think that's what it was.
Yeah. Virgil lacks. He doesn't want. It's either he doesn't know how to or he doesn't want to adapt.
Adaptability. That is one of the big reasons why I think he has that KDB armband effect. I think it's because he plays in a way that's his mode and that's it. So Thiago, hell no.
I think. By the way, I'm gonna need Thiago to stay one more year. I need that source for one more year. But I need players falling over. But yeah, Cliff. Hey,
I appreciate it, guys.
Cliff, put your link in the chat, mate. I'm going to subscribe.
Oh yeah, listen, I'm just a fan. Listen, I'm not a content fan. I'm just a fan, but I'm gonna be around, man. I'm
gonna say this from now. You need your own channel, whether you have time to do it or not. Hey, you
to my channel.
You'd have me as a subscriber.
Absolutely, I'm subbing to everybody's channel.
To my channel, Cliff. I want to get you on. Mate. You're brilliant.
So again, bro. You know the calling shows are every other Monday and whatnot. So again, bro, I'd love to have you back on the calling. Take care, bro. Albert.
Yeah. I'm trying to understand why all of a sudden Liverpool supporters or some Liverpool supporters are always about what he has done for us. What he has done for us. When all of you know that football is about what have you done lately? Since when has football been about what he has done for us? For which reason he has to be in the dressing room even though he's the worst player on the pitch? Look, you can talk to JJ. JJ and I were in the London Stadium. The players completely ignore Henderson when he's screaming. They completely ignore him. In fact, Trent is always fucking throwing his hands at him. Just completely ignoring him. So Cliff brought up a point about whether the players even want him to be there. Look, it's not for nothing that Henderson put out that PR stunt of him hitting bags, being an MMA fighter, running around all over Portugal, instead of getting out of the way of free kicks. What I wanted to hear from him was he was going to get out of the way of goal-bound free kicks, right? What I wanted to hear from Henderson was that he was going to stop hoofing the ball into Kilburn High Road, okay? This thing about, my captain, disrespect my captain. Hey, I'm a Liverpool supporter. I'm not a Henderson supporter. And that's why I've stated my problems with Klopp. I'm not going to talk about Klopp. But let me tell you some of the people who have been captains of Liverpool. Sir Matt Busby was a captain of Liverpool for 2 seasons. Tommy Smith, the great Tommy Smith, was a captain of Liverpool for 3 seasons. Graham Souness was a captain of Liverpool for 3 seasons. And let me tell you a story about Graham Souness, if you've read his autobiography. He went to tell Bob Paisley that if they were not going to keep giving more money, he wanted to go to Sampdoria. You know what Bob Paisley told him? get ready, you leave tomorrow.
Yeah, he said, yeah.
Right? John Barnes has been captain of Liverpool for 2 seasons. Paul Ince has been captain of Liverpool for 3 seasons. Ian Rush, the greatest goal scorer in the history of Liverpool, was captain of Liverpool for 3 years. Ronnie Whelan was captain of Liverpool for 5 seasons. And did we say they didn't go? Stevie Gerrard was there for 12 years. Are we saying that at the point in time nobody left? So why are you disrespecting him? I'm not disrespecting him. I'm saying he's no good anymore. That's it. I have no personal problems with our captain. I don't know him. I don't spend his 7.3 million pounds a year with him. He hasn't taken my girlfriend or my wife or either or both. Right? So why do I have to have a problem with him? Why do I have to disrespect him to see that he... Why do I have to have a problem with him? The stats sits there for us to see what Henderson was doing up to 2019 and what he's doing now. Another thing that people refuse to talk about. But for Klopp, this discussion would have been a moot point, true or false, because Michael Edwards was looking to move him on. It's because of Henderson that Michael Edwards and Julian Ward are not in Liverpool anymore. Is that true or false?
True.
So what's the argument? It's not as if he's still pulling up trees. This guy is not even fucking pulling up weeds. Even if you get him a weed spray, he can't fucking spray the weeds. And his presence fills a spot that somebody can generically occupy. Even if it's not a number, it's a place. Let's not behave like his presence also doesn't intimidate players. We want to talk about leaders.
Monts.
Who took Stefan Bajcetic and put him under his wing when he came into the team? Was it Henderson or was it Thiago? And when we talk about, we have captains in the team, we have the captain of Egypt in our team, we have the captain of Scotland in our team, we have VVD in our team, we have now Zoboslai. We even used to have fucking Keita. Keita is the fucking captain of Guinea. What the fuck are we talking about? Don't we have any standards anymore? All these guys who have ascended to be captains of Liverpool, did they become a brick? Did we build a mausoleum for them on the park? What kind of joke is this? And then when we talk, somebody will come and tell you, don't disrespect my captain. Why? He's not my captain? I've supported Liverpool for 47 years. He's not my captain. I didn't see a million Hughes. Kenny Dalglish was the captain of Liverpool for 1 year. He was only 1 year. He was the best player in the team, but it was pulled from him. It was given to Phil Thompson. Phil Neal became the captain of Liverpool. So many people have come and have gone. Ronnie Whelan. Who remembers Ronnie Whelan? He was the captain of Liverpool for 5 seasons. Why are we pretending like we don't have a team that has history? So it's always, you are disrespecting. The guy has been captain of Liverpool from 2015. We are in 2023.
Uncle, are you addressing the people who are almost being protected and think Henderson should play? Because we're none.
No,
by the way,
I have no problem. Listen,
hold on, just quickly. None of us are saying that like Henderson should play. Like it's more.
Should be starting.
There are men who think Henderson should be starting, by the way. But I'm saying we're not saying that.
They need psychiatric evaluation.
Like you more aiming this at the general fan base in terms of we should never disrespect or say a bad word.
My brother, listen. I will be more than okay with him accepting, even though I don't think he should still be there, with him accepting a big part role. The question is whether Henderson will accept it.
But we said that's
no. Can I play devil advocate here? Has there ever been a problem with Henderson and his ego? Because I said this earlier on JJ's channel. He had to play as a second fiddle in the time where we won the Champions League. He was mostly on the bench because Klopp saw him as a CDM and Fabinho overtook his place. So has there ever been a time where Henderson had this ego problem at Liverpool? That's what I think. If he gets told that he's going to play as that,
you know, you may have a point there. I can't tell you because I'm not in the dressing room, right? Course, you may well have a point there.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Every time Klopp has had options, he doesn't use Henderson. Okay.
Can I come in now, Monts?
But this thing, I am particularly talking about this thing. You are disrespecting our captain. Why? Are we not Liverpool supporters? Don't we have a right to an opinion just like all the people who are saying, why do you have to disrespect a guy to think he's not good anymore? Or how can that be disrespect?
We're not necessarily disrespecting him. Can I quickly speak, Uncle Albert? We've just our best transfer this season,
John Barnes, right? Let me finish.
Go on.
John Barnes, for me, has been one of the best players I have seen as a Liverpool player, right? He was the captain of Liverpool. He was moved out of the team in 1997. Is that true or is that false?
Right, who
players come and go.
Who we just signed this transfer season, Uncle Albert? Who's our best signing this transfer window? Who is he?
Sorry?
Who is our best transfer signing this summer window? Who would you say?
My point, I'll answer you. Okay, just hold on.
Still going. Go on,
as far as I am concerned, having a discussion about whether Henderson goes, plays a bit part role is a debate that can be had without people being accused of disrespecting him. Why would I want to disrespect him? Now,
can I make a point on Henderson without disrespecting him? The point being is we've just signed McAllister, who's a World Cup winner, right? Now he plays in midfield right now. One of the best positions for a captain to play in on a football pitch, for obvious reasons, is in the midfield because he's got access vocally both to the defence and to the attack. He's in the perfect position for a captain to be in, right? Now, under the tutelage, perhaps on a part-time level, on a small level as regards how much Klopp uses Henderson if he stays, he could be perfectly groomed as a future Liverpool captain, in my view. He's not, as far as I've seen and as far as I've read, McAllister's not a vocal leader. He's very much like a follow-me leader. Watch what I do rather than watch what I say. Now, McAllister being our best transfer this season and a really good World Cup winning midfielder, perhaps with a tutelage from time to time of Henderson during the course of the next 12 months, he perhaps could make a spot-on Liverpool captain. Who knows? But that's just my point. Just a small point I wanted to make.
The thing with McAllister, and I agree with you, he's the best signing we've made so far. I don't know who else is coming in. But the culture at Liverpool will not allow him to be captain when there are players like Henderson there. For me, and this is my personal opinion.
Well, Liverpool are future looking. Liverpool aren't stupid. They're not going to think Henderson's going to be there for the next 10 years. Now, we're revamping the squad. We're revamping the squad, so clearly they've got to have someone in view as an ongoing captain after Henderson.
I think the person who should be the captain, my point, my personal preference, judging from what I have seen, watching them so many times live, is I think it should be Alisson. Many people disagree with having a goalkeeper as a captain, but I think Alisson is the real leader on the pitch. That's what I think. I don't think that VVD is a leader. Virgil has not been a good leader of the Netherlands.
Every Dutch player would agree with you, Albert.
I don't think he's a good. I don't think
he's not the guy to be the captain. I said this, man.
Yeah, because he doesn't like taking responsibility for anything. If you watch them, you will realize that the person who has the most passion on the pitch is Robertson.
Nunes.
It's Robertson. It's Robertson by a
Robertson has. Nunes can at times put his all in.
The thing with Robertson is whether he's even going to be part of Liverpool going forward for a long time.
Exactly.
That's what I mean.
McAllister will be. McAllister will be, and he plays in the right position for a captain.
You know,
you never know. He may be in Klopp's plans.
With the
You never know.
McAllister argument, if he goes back and becomes the captain of Argentina, which he may well be one day, then maybe that question becomes something you can ask. But with Trent there,
I don't think it's a bad shout. Trent's a great shout. Trent's a great shout. Trent's a great shout.
Being a scouser, it's probably not going to happen.
I'll let someone else come in. I just wanted to make that brief point, Monts. Thanks for letting me on, brother, anyway.
Hey,
I was going to ask you the whole Henderson thing.
Go on.
Hey, G,
Go on.
G, before I go, I'm going to throw a hometown thing in there. How come a Ghanaian brother has not invited me to a show before? Come on.
Hello.
Apologies. Next show you're coming on.
I'm throwing a hometown thing. You guys stay out of it. This is between me and my Ghanaian brother, man. Shut up, Monts.
Hey,
you know what? That's actually disrespectful of me. Next show.
No, don't worry. I watch everything. I've told you guys I'm retired. I watch everything, so I'm happy to watch. It's beautiful. I watch all the opinions. Against for. I watch everything. I read everything. And I have the history of Liverpool at my fingertips. So that's why I try to throw the historical perspective in. I don't want to be a dinosaur, but I also don't want people to pretend like our lives began 6 years ago. We are not Blackburn Rovers. We are not.
I've watched Liverpool for 40 years, Uncle Al, but you're not alone. Before I bail, Monts, what were you going to ask me, sir?
Before I hit the super chats, I was just going to say, your brief opinion on Henderson. Are you happy with him playing the bit part, or do you want him?
I'm happy for him to leave this second. I'm happy for his service, and I'm happy for him to leave this season, mate. This transfer window, I should say, this summer. I'm no problem with him going at this point whatsoever, mate. Whatsoever. I think we've got enough leaders. We've got enough coverings in midfield for people to cover his job going forward next season, and we haven't perhaps even finished our business in the midfield. Let's hope we get another one or two. Certainly could do with another central defender as well. We can live on and get away with finding another captain without the services of Henderson going forward. That's my view on it, mate.
Appreciate you, bro. Love that. Short and concise, bro. Thank you
so much. Thanks for your time, man.
So many callers, that's why things have to wait a little bit longer. Thanks
for your time, brother.
Take care, brother. Yeah. Tyrell, are you there, bro? Obviously, I know you're the one Arsenal fan I let on these channels because, you know what I'm saying, Tyrell's little bro, man. Tyrell's little bro. You know what I'm saying? But Tyrell, let me know if you're there. We're just going to continue. We're going to get to the super chat. But Tyrell, let me know when you're there, when you're on camera. We've got 2 more super chats to get to, and we are going to end this in about 5 minutes or so. Big up Jason. Again, bear with me, Tyrell, for a second. I'm just going to get to the super chats. Big up Jason McNeil for the £2 super chat. He goes, this guy's on Skittles, man. I love it. We was talking about Cliff, by the way, so big up Cliff as well, man. Cliff was cooking, by the way. And so was Uncle. Hey, I think this has been a very good calling show. All the callers have had, you know what I'm saying, respectively done their thing today. So I appreciate that. Big up Jason McNeil again. With his, hey, Jason, brother, lend me a $5. Jason.
Yeah, you know about that. Lend me a $5.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Jason. And he's a United fan. This guy's a United fan. Hey, I need to give you a membership. I need to give this guy a membership. No, man. Cliff and now Albert cooking like MasterChef favorites. Outstanding from Albert. Big up Jason. Deep chat once more, man. You know what? I appreciate you. Guys, we are 149 likes. So we are 1 like off of 150, guys. So let's try and get to 175. There's also a question in the poll saying, can we get to 4.9k subs during this stream? Of course, we are 11 away. So, of course, if you guys want to make that happen, I'm sure out of 170 people, there are 12 that aren't subscribed, probably watching this weekend. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this back too. Tyrell, I know you're an Arsenal fan, but here's a Liverpool question. You there, bro? Tyrell, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Pick up yourself, bro. Camera on if you can, please, bro. Just going to say, listen, I know you're an Arsenal fan, but here's a Liverpool question. Also, congratulations for getting to 50 subs, and obviously make sure you guys subscribe to Tyrell as well. Get to 100 subs as well, man. As I said, a young boy doing this thing. Support little bro. Tyrell, Jordan Henderson, Time to go, or can he be used as a sparing player, as a surplus to? Can he be used as a bit part player, or does he just have to go? Just your opinion on that, really, before we close out.
I think it's time for him to go. I think Liverpool got enough depth in the midfield and enough experience there. Thiago, stuff.
So yeah, and do you feel like, obviously they've got enough experience? Do you think, because obviously again there's part of the fan base that that think he can. Well, as like me, I don't mind if Henderson is willing, like what Uncle Al said over there. He said if Henderson is willing to play the James Milner role and sort of just play here and there in the Europa League and whatnot, maybe in the Carabao Cup, the earlier rounds of that, I'm happy for him to do that. Would you say no, still get him out? Or would you say, I guess if he's the right player in there, just not 90 minutes in the Premier League?
Yeah, I'll probably still get him out.
Still get him out? Little man knows his stuff. I'm gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Big up Tyrell as well. Is there anything else you wanted to say in terms of the conversation? So we was also saying about Henderson and Gerrard's captain quality. You think that's just hands down Gerrard? Or would you lean towards Henderson as a captain? Hands down Gerrard?
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate that, man. Big up yourself, bro. How many subs you on now, by the way, at the moment?
51, I think.
51? All right, my people, listen.
Yeah, we're not.
Let's get those subscribers up, man. You know what I'm saying? I see the shorts, I see the videos as well, man. Keep putting out that content.
Send the link in the thing, man. I want to subscribe.
My brother,
Yeah,
I don't like the way I don't like what you guys are trying to do to Thomas Partey, man. It's another hometown thing I'm playing, man. You guys.
I don't want him to leave. I don't want Thomas Partey to leave.
You guys are going to regret it.
Yeah, but it's just one of those.
We know it's a bit political, obviously, with Partey.
There you go. Okay, let's put it in the chat, guys. Make sure you go subscribe to Tyrell's channel as well. Listen, we're going to leave it there just simply because this is my third stream in a row. And I just come back from football. Well, not just come back, it's hours ago now. I just want to go have a shower, man. I'm tired.
Did you try to get a penalty again today?
Uncle Albert, don't do that.
Did you dive again today?
Don't do it. I'll get the clip up right now. I'll get the clip up and I'll share it on the screen right now. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Come on, Monts. You should be doing Olympic dive board, 3-meter dive board, man.
Olympic? Nah,
you are astute.
You know what? Give me a second. You know what? Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Just because of that. Sorry, lads. I know it's going to end it. I'm giving this 2 more minutes. You lot, give me 1 second. Uncle Albert, he's got it in my head. He's got it in my head. No, he's got it in my head. No. He's got it in my head. He's got it in my head. He's got it in my head. I didn't even do a watch-along video for this game.
Dude is better than Greg Louganis. You are a better diver than Greg Louganis, man.
Is this what we're doing?
Better than Klinsmann. Better than Kanidia.
Yeah, all right, listen. Well, at least, listen, I'm still, you know what? Just I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to let the football do the talking. Because, yeah, look at this. If it allows me to. Give me a second, people. Window. Yeah, there we go. Can we see this? Can you see this?
Yeah, we can see it.
Can you see this? Can you see this? I'm not even showing the penalty. Can you guys hear it?
Yeah.
This is me, by the way. This is me. Okay. Listen, I'm not just a penalty taker. People think I'm a penalty taker. Why do people think this? I can kick ball. Look at this. People, I can kick ball. Look at this. They call me Trent. Look at the port. See? Allow me. Listen, that's just one of the many. That's just one.
We'll go for the striker's first touch, though. Like, what's going on?
Exactly.
That first touch should have taken him into space.
G, ask me. Even ask me if I'm left-footed. Ask me
you're not left.
Ask me if I'm left-footed.
I could tell anyway. I could tell you're not left-footed anyway, man. Left-footed, exactly. We had that source.
See, that's a both-footed thing. Allow me, yeah. So Uncle Albert. Do you know what? I said this again, just for you as well. I'm slapping up the penalty. Because clearly, you know, penalties are underrated. You know, Harry Kane missed his penalty for England, right?
Yo, man, you are like Hendo.
Is that what you're on? Harry Kane missed his penalty, like for England in a World Cup game. You're talking about, you're sick. You're sick.
Yeah, like, you know, Harry Kane missed his penalty, right? You know, Bukayo Saka missed his penalty, right?
Okay, we get it, Monts. We get it,
Then,
man.
man.
We get it. We get it.
Then,
No,
man.
let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Because I'm being regarded.
Listen, if I don't see it emphatically put away, like.
Huh?
I said, if I don't see it emphatically put away, like.
Where is this? Where is this penalty? Where is this penalty? Where is this penalty? Oh, well, there's this penalty. Listen, penalties aren't easy. That's all I'm gonna say. Penalties aren't easy. All I'm gonna say is, can I get my ball back? Penalties are not easy. Yeah? They're not easy. You see what I'm saying? So when people say, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Penalty merchant, all that stuff. Listen, people. Listen. Where is the penalty, by the way? I'm trying to find it. You guys gotta bear with me for a second. You guys have to bear with me. I don't even know what the score is. Where is this penalty? It's somewhere. You know what, guys? I might have to lie because I actually can't find it. You might be lucky.
It doesn't want to be found.
Huh?
It doesn't want to be found.
I actually can't find it.
Don't want to be found, bro.
What you mean it don't want to be
That won't be found. Wow, man.
Like I'm here creating opportunities and stuff. Look, drop your shoulder, see you later. You know what I'm saying? Setting up chances and stuff. Look. Brother.
Yo, what is going on with the finishing with the teams? Like, I don't care.
Hey, bro, this is what I'm saying. Like, if I'm
we're not even seeing on target. I'm just seeing over the bar and that.
Bro, like again, the money, bro. As I said, when you're playing in a stadium, it's not easy. Like when you're there and you gotta finish the chances. I'm gonna be real. Real people. It's not easy. Like it's not easy. All I'm saying.
Monts, what color jersey were you wearing though?
Are you stupid, Uncle? Are you stupid? Is that what we're doing?
Because I didn't see you.
Is that what we're doing, Uncle? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing?
Montsy, man, my brother Monts, man. Nice talking to you, bro.
Hey, listen, it's fine. I found it now. So, but do you know what's funny? People are saying because the kit looks like Brighton's kit, it's they're saying it's you know the whole Tariq Lamptey thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're doing all that. I'm not gonna lie. It's where is it?
They called you Tariq.
Yeah, they done the Lamptey thing. They literally done the Lamptey thing. I can't even lie. But I'll be real. Tariq Lamptey, I ain't really seen much of him. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
He's injured.
Do I have more goals than Tariq Lamptey?
He's injured.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying I have more goals than him, innit? I have more goals than him. Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
He lost possession so easy. Jesus.
Yeah, bro, it's a charity game, isn't it? Like, it's not like hella ballers in that. Just that's Kaz, by the way. But that's Kaz, by the way. Hold on. That's Kaz. You know that's Kaz.
Yeah, Kaz. Manchester United, right?
Yeah, that's Kaz. Look, game the little roulette. Hold that one.
Is Kaz left or right foot?
This is left wing.
No, I'm asking, is he left or right foot?
He's left back. Kaz left back.
Oh, okay.
And that's the Monts penalty.
That's not a dive. That's a Stonewall pen.
That was the Greg Louganis Olympic winning dive, bro.
That is a Stonewall pen.
I don't want to see you complaining about Gabriel Jesus ever again.
Nah, man. Uncle, it was a pen. And look, as I said, pens ain't easy. Man. Sometimes you got to give him a little hop step. You know what I'm saying? The hop step.
Well, get this shit off my screen, man.
Huh?
The penalty was excellent, though. It
Get
was
this off my
excellent.
screen, man.
I have to give you that. The penalty was excellent. Excellent penalty.
Thank you. Listen, I can come off stream now. I can come off stream.
All right, people, take care.
Listen, people, we're gonna see you.
Big up, Evan.
Big up. Make sure you
up,
subscribe to Tyrell. Make sure you subscribe to Ram, GTV, Calan, and all those people there. Take care, people. It's been another episode of Bigsixbants. We'll see you tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Back as usual.
Wow.